You walk into a room full of people, and immediately feel it. That invisible barrier between you and everyone else. You speak their language, but somehow you're always translating. They laugh at jokes that don't land for you. They find meaning in things that feel hollow to your core. So you learn to perform. You study their expressions, memorize their reactions. You become a master mimic of belonging. But the exhaustion is crushing. Every social interaction becomes a chess match you never wanted to play. You start believing something is fundamentally wrong with you. But Carl Jung saw something different entirely. He recognized this wasn't a personal failure. It was a psychological phenomenon with profound purpose. If you're finding value in this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Carl Jung himself knew this pain intimately. When he broke from Freud's orthodox psychoanalysis, he became an exile in his own field. His colleagues called him a mystic, a heretic, a fool. But Jung understood something profound about outsiders that others missed. He discovered that feeling different wasn't a flaw to be fixed. It was the beginning of individuation. Jung saw that most people live in unconscious conformity. They follow the crowd without questioning why. But the outsider? They can't help but question everything. This questioning becomes their superpower. Jung realized that societies desperately need these questioners. They're the ones who push humanity forward when everyone else stays stuck. Without outsiders, civilization would never evolve. Jung discovered that your alienation isn't punishment. It's preparation. Building on Jung's discovery, we now face a darker truth. Your outsider nature isn't just personal rejection, it's something far more profound. You're unconsciously rejecting the collective unconscious itself. While others surrender to mass consciousness, your psyche rebels. This rejection comes at a devastating psychological cost. You carry the burden of thinking for yourself in a world that thinks collectively. Every social interaction becomes a performance, hiding your true nature. You feel the constant pressure to abandon your authenticity for belonging. But Jung revealed something extraordinary about this suffering. Your inability to conform isn't weakness, it's psychological strength. You possess something most people have surrendered: genuine individuality. While others follow paths carved by millions, you forge your own. This resistance to mass consciousness is your mind's greatest achievement. Building on Jung's discovery, outsiders face a brutal reality. They're thrust into shadow work before they're ready. While others live in comfortable illusions, the outsider is forced to confront the darkness within. Jung called this the shadow. The parts of ourselves we deny, repress, and refuse to acknowledge. Most people avoid this work their entire lives. But the outsider has no choice. Rejection becomes their teacher. Pain becomes their guide. Isolation forces them inward. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. The universe is forging something profound within them. While their peers chase external validation, the outsider develops something far more valuable: psychological depth, emotional intelligence, the ability to see through facades and pretense. They become students of human nature, because they've been forced to study their own. Every rejection taught them about ego. Every betrayal revealed the masks people wear. The outsider's suffering wasn't random, it was systematic education in the human condition. Jung understood this paradox. The wounded become the healers, the rejected become the wise. What others see as your weakness is actually your greatest strength in disguise. The outsider's greatest gift isn't their ability to fit in. It's their capacity to see what others cannot. Jung understood that psychological distance creates a unique vantage point. When you're pushed to the margins, you witness the machinery of society. You see its flaws, its blind spots, its desperate need for change. This is where innovation is born. Einstein revolutionized physics precisely because he thought differently. Van Gogh painted masterpieces from the depths of his isolation. Gandhi transformed a nation by refusing to conform to colonial expectations. Each of these outsiders possessed something invaluable: the ability to question what everyone else accepts as truth. Your alienation isn't a weakness to overcome. It's a creative force waiting to reshape the world. After walking the shadow path of alienation, most outsiders face a critical choice. Do they remain forever isolated, or do they learn the art of authentic connection? Jung discovered a profound distinction that changes everything. There's a difference between belonging and fitting in. Fitting in demands that you sacrifice your authentic self. You compress your uniqueness into acceptable shapes. But belonging happens when you show up as exactly who you are, and the right people recognize your frequency. The individuated soul doesn't seek to join every tribe. They become a beacon that calls their people home. When you stop trying to be everything to everyone, you become everything to someone. True community forms around shared truth, not shared masks. Your tribe isn't found in the crowds that cheer loudest. It's discovered in the silence where souls recognize each other. You are not broken. You are not a mistake. You are evolution's chosen messenger. Your alienation was never punishment. It was preparation for your true calling. Jung revealed that outsiders serve as bridges between two worlds. You translate the unconscious truths that others cannot see or speak. Your sensitivity to what others ignore makes you humanity's early warning system. Every great transformation in history began with an outsider's vision. Your struggles were not in vain. They forged you into an instrument of change. Your role is sacred, to bring the unconscious into conscious awareness. You'll feel the collective pain, because you're meant to heal it. Your alienation taught you to see beyond the veil of collective illusion. You are not separate from humanity. You're its evolutionary edge. The world needs your unique perspective now more than ever. Stop hiding. The time for your emergence has come. Your sacred duty is to be authentically, unapologetically yourself. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe for more.